We have some very important news to get to on Abraham Lucas here on this edition of Seattle Seahawks Today by Chat Sports. I am your fearless leader, Tyler Jones, here with you. Thanks for joining us. Before we get to the news on Lucas, folks, we have a brand new challenge upon us for the month of June. Chase Sr. and the 49ers report have challenged us to a like battle, and we're already off to the races. You can see we're playing a little bit behind right now. 49ers report out to an early lead, 321 likes. Seahawks today at 296. We're going to see who can get the most likes on their videos for this entire month. So if you want to stick it to the 49ers and win this battle, smash that like button. All right, folks, we already beat the 49ers the last time these two teams played. Seattle won more games than San Francisco did last year. I'm not tired of winning. Let's keep on winning, show why we have the best fans, not just in the NFC West, but across the National Football League. Hit that like button. We'll get started with today's show. The latest on Abraham Lucas, the Seahawks offensive tackle, enters his fourth season in the National Football League. And Abraham Lucas, he's been pretty solid. He's been steady for Seattle since his rookie season when he came out from Washington State, but he struggled to stay healthy. And that has been a problem for him in his entire tenure to this point. And Lucas this week gave an update on his status, and he said that he's not 100% healthy, that he's working towards that, but that he's not quite there yet. And here's more of what Lucas had to say. I don't know if anybody's ever really playing 100% healthy. I'm playing. That's a good sign. Now, reading between the lines here, that's a bit concerning. I would like to see some more confidence from Abraham Lucas, as this has been several months since he made his return to the football field from that knee injury. He played pretty solid at the end of last season and made a huge difference on that offensive line when he made his return. But on the flip side, this is also not surprising either to hear this about Abraham Lucas, because we've talked about this knee thing for a long time. He even had knee issues dating back to his days at Washington State. Now, the messaging is where things fascinate me. Our old friend Pete Carroll, former Seahawks head coach, now head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, if you recall, he at one point in time said that he thought Lucas had a chronic issue, that no matter the surgeries or whatever happened, that issue was just going to be there for Abraham Lucas, and he was going to have to play through it and learn how to deal with it. And then when Mike Macdonald came in, he was kind of asked about that same belief of what Pete Carroll had previously said, and Macdonald disagreed with the assessment from Pete Carroll, saying that he did not think that Lucas had a chronic issue, that it was being taken care of with the surgery, and that the rehab was going to get him back to 100%, and that he would be his full self of sorts. Ultimately, we don't know the answer, if it is a chronic issue or not, and if Abraham Lucas will stay healthy. We don't know for certain. Only time will tell when it comes to that. But for now, he's on the football field. He says he feels good, that he's out there playing, and we'll see what happens. Abraham Lucas, giving more of an update on his health status, said, night and day, it helps when you're not in a brace and you can actually walk without crutches. You guys have seen, I post on social media me lifting, and it sends everybody into a frenzy, which I think is kind of funny, but I'm doing good work, so I'm excited about that. Lucas went on to say, it's like, okay, I had surgery, so now we're going to go after the rehab, and we're just going to get back to getting right. Things take a while to heal, depending on what you injure. It was tough, but I'm still walking. It's not amputated or anything. Well, I'm glad it's not amputated, that his knee is still intact. But here's the bottom line. Seattle needs him now more than ever. Okay? This is year 4. This is a make-or-break year for him if he wants to get paid and if he wants to be on this team for a long time. You got Charles Cross on the opposite side. You got a rookie in Gray Zabel, who we feel pretty good about, but he's still a rookie. Olu, we saw some flashes, but we really don't know. And the right guard situation is a huge question mark. They need Abraham Lucas to really hold his own on that right side, especially with not knowing what we're going to get out of that right guard position next to him. Do you believe in Abraham Lucas? 12s, sound off for me. What do you think? You got two options here. Type B for believe, D for don't. Tell us in the comments section what you think. Seahawks Today is the place to be for the best Seahawks coverage around as we bring you our daily news and rumors. Live shows 3 days a week, each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're doing our Madden Sims of every single Seahawks game for the 2025 season. We got you covered like no one else does. The most interactive Seahawks channel around. We're covering breaking news, sometimes 2 and 3 videos a day, all right here on the channel. I want to get at least 20 subs off today's video. Can you guys make that happen? Subscribe now for free. Turn on notifications. YouTube.com/Seahawks TV. Lock us in today. You'll be glad you did. Now, Lucas, he says that right now he is in his best playing shape as far as his overall body goes, beyond just the knee at this point. He posted a photo on IG the other day on his story saying that he is a lean 325 pounds. I know some of the Gen Zers out there might call that thick, but he does look pretty lean to me, which is very good to hear that he's not fat. He's well built with that 325 that he's bringing to the table. Lucas said this, everybody thought I was 280. I'm 325. Rest assured I'm good. Now, folks, that is exciting to hear from Abraham Lucas, that he's put in the work in the gym, that he's had a comfortable weight, and maybe, I'm not a doctor, don't claim to be either, but just maybe adding on an extra bit of weight, some muscle, will help out that knee a little bit. So you're not asking as much from the knee, and you can use more of your upper body strength potentially. If Abraham Lucas is healthy this season, this should be his best year yet. I think that Abraham Lucas has all the makings to be a starting caliber offensive tackle and maybe even to a Pro Bowl level when he's healthy. But the only thing that has held him back is his health. Abraham Lucas, a 2022 third-round pick out of Washington State, missed most of 2023 and 2024 with that knee injury. He's played in 29 career games, and he has started every game that he's played in that 29-game stretch. And you look at his Pro Football Focus grades from 2024. In the 7 games he did play, he was solid. He wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. Offensive grade of 61.9, pass block grade of 65.7, and a run block grade of 62.8. Now they just need to see him continue to be out there and be a dependable option. Now, will we see him play all 17 games this season? What do you feel about that, folks? Is the knee going to hold up? What's your confidence in this? Type Y for yes and for no. Tell me if you think Lucas can play all year or not. Seahawks fans, got a great deal that we are offering right now. A framed, signed, printed Sean Alexander jersey is available with free shipping. And this thing doesn't cost a ton of money either, folks. Chatsports.com/Alexander to get yours today. This will look awesome in the man cave. Maybe you want to put it in the living room for that matter. I don't care. It is something that you got to have, folks. Free shipping available at chatsports.com/Alexander. We also have other Seahawks merchandise available at that same link for you as well. Go see for yourself, chatsports.com/Alexander to get yours now. The link is in the comments and description of today's video. I think if we're talking about the on-field product, besides the knee holding up, that's box number 1 that needs to be checked. But box number 2, I think for Abraham Lucas, is going to be run blocking. And you go back to his days at Washington State, he didn't do a whole lot of run blocking. He was in a very pass-happy offense. And that was one of the things that Seahawks coaches back then talked about, was that they were going to have to teach him how to run block. Now, he's never been bad at it necessarily when it comes to run blocking, but it is his weakness. He is much stronger when it comes to his abilities as a pass blocker than he is as a run blocker. And we showed you the PFF grade of what he did run blocking wise in 2024, 62.8. In the very small sample size we saw in 2023, his grade was a 58.8. And then his rookie season in 2022 was a 65.1. You can see those grades are okay. Not great, but not bad either. And one thing I've said on this show, we talked about it so much last year. Run the damn ball, right? We want to see this team be aggressive and establish the run and win with the ground game. And Clint Kubiak has made it known they are going to be a run-first football team, that they want to run the football. They want to get the I formation going with the fullback, use the run game to open up the play-action passing game. And Lucas, one of the things he talked about with this approach, with this run game, is that they are taking an old-school mentality that Kubiak is implementing into this offense, but with a new school principle, combining the old with the new to make it mesh together to maximize what they could potentially do. And Lucas, talking about the run game, said this: everybody wants to run the ball, but when you come in and it's kind of non-negotiable that we're running the ball, we put a fullback in the backfield, we're changing it up, we're doing things differently. It's like an old school mentality with a new school principle sort of thing. Definitely just looking forward to getting after that. I love the fullback addition to the offense, whether we see Brady Russell or Robbie Oots out there. I think it's more likely to be Oots, who they drafted out of Alabama. I think either way, that is going to do wonders. And we talk about having an extra blocker with that fullback involved in the offense. It's going to help everybody. The running backs get an extra blocker. The offensive line gets some relief, including Abraham Lucas there, especially if they're doing those runs to the right side and you don't know what's going to hold up with the right guard position. I think that's going to be big for Abraham Lucas to have that, and should help out this run game tremendously. What's your confidence level in the Seahawks run game? Scale it for me, 1 through 10. How do you feel about their abilities to run the football? Run the damn ball. Tell me in the comment section below. If you enjoyed today's show, you already know what to do. Hit that like button. We certainly would appreciate it. I'm Tyler Jones. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.